Studying with a group is not a very efficient way of studying, in my opinion, because being with others can disturb us. Even if you try to concentrate on studying, if other group members are on the phone or keep talking, we might end up joining them, and the purpose of our gathering is no longer studying.
We do not have to make any unnecessary blunders because the group members can correct our mistakes if we study in a group. Usually, it is a problem to recognize our own mistakes by ourselves, but other people can easily notice them. While we are preparing for our grammar presentation, for example, if someone made any blunder about grammar or spelling, other group members will correct them.
Team sports are one of the optimal ways to learn life lessons. I think it is a reasonable idea to say that team sports are really significant and give a lot of substantial life lessons. Some of the lessons could be about responsibilities. We can learn teamwork by cooperating with teammates, and we also can be respectful to others if they make mistakes.
Since the world is globalizing, learning a second language is necessary. Learning a foreign language supports students. There are 3 reasons students should be required to learn a foreign language in school. Initially, their social skills will swiftly develop.
Finally, there are higher chances of doing better things in the future. Many people agree that learning foreign languages has a significant benefit on students' lives. To begin, learning foreign languages can help students understand other people when they travel.
Therefore, it is not something that I would desire to happen to me. It is clear that studying with a group is not for everyone and definitely not for me. I can study wherever and whenever I want, if I have to do it by myself. And that is a lot more convenient.
Studying unaccompanied helped me concentrate on my work since there's no one to talk to. If we do a bad job on our work, we have nobody else to blame it on, so we will learn our problem. Here are some of the examples that explain my reasons. I can be more responsible for my own work because I can see how well I did or what I need to work on when I work alone.
School is not a good place to learn foreign languages because there are a lot of ways to learn foreign language. In addition, several societies do not use foreign languages in real life. Therefore, foreign languages are often useless to students.
Therefore, choosing cities to live in could be a choice towards comfort rather than living in the countryside. Urban areas have better access to many things, such as developed industries, and it is very convenient since people will have easy access to them.
Knowing a foreign language is also useful when you're traveling because you can talk to people in another country. When you're on a vacation to another country and you can speak their language, it will be way easier to travel. It can even help people succeed in business. Imagine there are 2 clones of one person. One knows a foreign language and another clone does not.
Learning foreign language will save you from danger when you're lost in a foreign country. For instance, if someone is alone in a country and wants something but does not know how to explain what they want, it will be difficult to explain their thoughts. Consequently, it will be a huge advantage to learn foreign languages in school.
Multiple studies have shown that learning a second language can highly improve memory and slow the process of brain aging. It is important that students learn a foreign language in school so they can make good progress toward their future. To start with, learning another language is significant to people's careers.
There are many reasons that prove students should not have to study a foreign language in school. First of all, students may not be interested in learning a foreign language. Secondly, it is hard to learn a new language, especially for young children. Lastly, it is not necessary to learn another language. The following paragraphs will provide more details as to why students should not have to study a foreign language in school.
If you know another language, it will be a lot easier to travel. Imagine going to another country even if you do not know the language. That will make it really hard to travel there. However, if you learn the foreign language and you enter a country that speaks that language, it is a lot easier to travel. It can be helpful in business when students are older because they learn the foreign language.
Each country is known for its sense of fashion. Canada, for example, parkas, toques, mittens are a popular choice of clothing. Another example of culture includes games. Lacrosse is a traditional Canadian game, while Yunori is popular in Korea.
Learning sports games at school teaches students lifelong skills. PE gives students break from academic studies. Being on team teaches students how to work together toward the same goal. In my opinion, children need physical education in school. Some students want to play the professional sport. If they don't learn the basic sports skill in PE, their dream will be never come true.
Students might not be interested in learning a foreign language. In recent years, research shows that students must be interested in what they're learning, or they simply don't put in effort. For example, a student being taught to learn a second language they are interested in may not study for tests or complete the assignment that is necessary to pass the course.
Secondly, learning a foreign language would allow a person to communicate with others. Whether a person stays in your own country or travels, they will be able to understand one another just by speaking another language. Lastly, learning a foreign language can create job opportunities. From teaching others to working in another country, there are many possibilities. We can get way more information from other places. It is very helpful in travel when we have learned a foreign language, which means that we can translate. We can also stand out by knowing other languages. Students will have a lot of advantages when they have learned a foreign language in school. We can get way more information when we have learned a foreign language.
There are so many subjects which are more important than a foreign language. Some students may get jobs which are related to foreign languages, but not the majority of them. Therefore, it can be useless to some students. Each language has different rules, so it is easy to forget one of the languages which we learned.
I will provide more details for each of these reasons that I mentioned. Firstly, students can learn new things such as fashion styles or new games. In Korea, people usually wear hanbok, which is a long dress with a long sleeve blouse. In Japan, the kimono is a Japanese traditional garment, which is a T-shaped robe with a long sleeve. Learning a foreign language in school is very meaningful. Initially, it will be easier to travel to different places and be able to speak a secondary language. It will help travelers talk to local people to get help. Familiarity with different languages will help tourists and immigrants read and comprehend signs and posters in the airport.
Learning an extra language is wasting of time. Should students learn a foreign language in school? You don't need to hurry it, it's not that necessary. We all have translators already which can literally make any language understandable. It is clear that learning an extra language is wasting of time. You don't need to hurry it about learning a language.
Is there about sports that we would like to learn to play? We can ask our teacher if we can learn how to play in a gym class. When we play team sports in PE class, we learn how to work as a team. We also get to know our fellow students better. Knowing how to be a good team member is a valuable skill for a professional sports star. Learning about sports can inspire students to become a sports professional.
Also, I think PE is almost everybody's favorite subject. Students will have a hard and boring time if there is no PE class in school. There are many reasons for this. PE gives students a break from academic studies.
Thomas Jefferson once said, "Exercise and recreation are as necessary as reading." I definitely agree with Thomas Jefferson. Students should learn PE in school. Sitting in a class all day with no exercise is not healthy. Physical activity can be stress relieving. PE keeps students break from academic studies.
PE should be mandatory at school. PE gives break from academic studies. PE motivates students to enjoy school more, or sitting all day with exercise is not healthy. Again, I think PE must be mandatory at school. Thank you for listening to my speech.